Good morning children. Welcome back to English online class. So children, in previous class we were discussing about the third lesson, Adventure in the Andamans. So in today's class we will discuss further story. So let's begin today's class. All of you open your English textbook and open page number 28. So children, before starting today's class, let us recall this story. So Manav gathered up. Gathered up means pick up. So Manav gathered up the net as he did not want any other turtle or creatures getting caught in that fishing net. Soon after that, Manav suddenly realized that he had been away from the beach for quite some time. So he waved to the turtle family. He waved his hand. He said goodbye to the turtle family and he rose to the surface. But the beach seemed so far and Manav's parents were looking tiny little dots. So they were just looking like little dots. Manav had never been so shocked or frightened in his life. Tears filled his eyes and he was so tired. Then also he tried to keep moving his hands and feet. But what happened? He felt as if they were made of iron. Then Manav cried, "Tiny!" So he says to the tiny, "I am so tired and the beach is so far away. I simply can't swim back." So he cried in front of tiny turtle. Now let's see what happens next. Suddenly I found a huge turtle beneath me. I gently reached down to hold the edge of her shell. And she started to move slowly. I held my breath and we soon started moving through the water easily. I found that Tiny followed us too. It was a ride I would never forget. So suddenly, what happened children? Suddenly, Manav found a huge turtle beneath. Beneath means below him. And Manav gently reached down to hold the edge of shell. So children, you can see the picture in your textbook, page number 29. Then turtle, she started to move slowly. Then Manav held his breath. Held my breath means waited with the hope or fear. And soon they started moving through the water easily. And Manav saw that Tiny was following them. So Tiny followed them too. So he says, Manav says, it was such a ride that he would never forget this journey in his life. I spotted my worried parents walking up and down the shore waiting for me. As soon as it was shallow enough for me to stand, Tiny and the big turtle moved are we? I stood on a shaky legs, and as I looked back, Tiny poked his head out of the water and gave me one final smile. So children, he spotted his worried parents. So his parents were worried about the Manav. So he saw his parents walking up and walking down the shore. Shore means seaside or beach. So they were waiting for Manav. As soon as it was shallow. So what do you mean by shallow, children? Shallow means not too deep. So when it was shallow enough for Manav to stand, Tiny and the big turtle left him there only and they moved back to the ocean. So Manav was so tired and he was unable to stand properly. So his legs were shaky. He stood on shaky legs and as he looked back, Tiny poked his head out of the water and gave one final smile to Manav. That was the last time I ever saw Tiny, but it was the best day of my life. I told my parents what had happened and even showed them the net. But they just thought I would be playing imaginary games. I still have that net today, but have never told anyone else my story. I know nobody would ever believe me, except maybe you. So children, that was the last time he ever saw Tiny. So it was the final last time. So it was the best. So Manav says it was the best day of his life. And he told his parents what had happened. So all the incident what had happened, he told his parents. And even he showed them the fishing net. But they did not believe him. They just thought Manav would be playing imaginary. So what do you mean by imaginary? Imaginary means not real. So Manav's parents thought Manav playing imaginary games. So Manav says, still he have that net today. So, but he had never told about the incident or whatever happened to anyone else. So he had never shared his story with others. And he says, I know because no one will believe me. His parents only did not believe him. Then others, how they will believe him? So he thought, no one will believe me. No one. So nobody would ever believe me except maybe you. Okay children, here we complete the lesson, third lesson, adventure in the Andamans. Now let us move towards new words in this lesson. So the first one is gathered. G-A-T-H-E-R-E-D. Gathered. Second one, caught. C-A-U-G-H-T. Caught. Third one is parents. P-A-R-E-N-T-S. Parents. Bennett. Sixth one is breath. B-R-E-A-T-H. Breath. Seventh one is worried. W-O-R-R-I-E-D. Worried. Eighth one is shallow. S-H-A-L-L-O-W. Shallow. Ninth one, imaginary. I-M-A-G-I-N-A-R-Y. Imaginary. Tenth one is poked. P-O-K-E-D. Poked. See children, one more time I will repeat these words. First one is gathered. Second one is caught. Third one is parents. Fourth one is frightened. Fifth one is Bennett. Sixth one is breath. Seventh one is worried. Eighth one is shallow. Ninth one is imaginary. 10th one is poked. Okay children, it was all about today's class. Now let us move towards today's homework part. And today's homework is read and write each word 5 times. So children, you have to read and then you have to write these 10 new words 5 times in your homework notebook and also read the whole lesson. Okay children, thank you.